So we'll talk about the physical wellness pillar within the 5 pillars. Physical wellness is a little more straightforward, right? It's our actual physical health and ensuring that our contracts and our employers provide for the things needed to maximize our physical health. We only have one life to live. This is our only body, and we need to work with our employers to make sure we're best able to take care of that and thrive. Within the physical pillar, how that looks in a contract or with our employers, making sure that we have insurance, or that how we can provide or encourage different nutritional programs or wellness programs. It can look like ensuring that we have safety, physical safety in the workplace, and that our workspace and our workflows are ergonomic and not damaging to our physical health. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't perform your job, and that's going to hurt the employer. It's mutually beneficial for everyone to thrive in their physical pillar. So let's talk about the emotional wellness pillar within the 5 pillars. The emotional wellness pillar is all of those emotions that are inside of us, the soft stuff that not everybody likes to talk about, but it's critical for your performance and your happiness in the workplace. A lot of people don't know, but your body doesn't differentiate between what it's feeling for a threat or if something's actually right in front of you. So it's critical that we address our emotional wellness in the workplace, and that can look like ensuring that we have access to mental health care, making sure that there's open lines of communication, making sure there's access for things like substance abuse, and we reduce the stigma for getting help and making yourself better in those realms. We also need to make sure that we're doing the other things that make us emotionally happy. We're connected with our families. We have good work-life balance. We're able to have hobbies and other things that produce happiness, produce endorphins, produce the chemicals that make us happy people. So we're going to talk about the social wellness pillar. The social wellness pillar is important because we're all inherently social creatures. We have a need to belong to something. And public service employees know that because we work for the public. But it goes further than that. We each need something bigger to be a part of. That can be simple as defining the union's mission or vision. It can be community outreach activities. It can be volunteering. It can be having a bigger social presence so that the public gets to see the hard work that you're doing. If you're suffering in your social pillar, you're going to feel alone. You're going to feel like you're not doing anything impactful, and that will slowly degrade the other pillars and your work effort with your employer. So let's talk about the financial wellness pillar. It's going to be a little more traditional to what you would expect in union contracts and employer negotiations, but obviously we need to ensure that you have a livable working wage. But beyond that, we need to make sure that there's overtime availability if it's possible. We need to keep other costs low. We need to ensure that the financial literacy is out there so that members can maximize their earnings, whether that's through education, whether that's through additional retirement options. We need to work with members and employers to know what direction is this going and where are the gaps and how can we fill those. As pensions seem to sort of go by the wayside, we need to make sure that we're making up any of that perceived security gap by allowing members to maximize their earnings, maximize their savings. It also means ensuring that from day one as a new employee, your financial wellness is a priority, not only for you and through your union, but also for your employer, and that we as Nutmeg can assist you in monitoring that financial health start to finish from day one until the day you happily retire. So we'll talk about the occupational wellness pillar. This will include some of the more traditional things that are seen in union contracts or negotiations, but we want to take it one step further and ensure that we're touching on parts of an occupation that are well researched. That includes things like transferable skills, maybe developing a roadmap to ensure that you have comfort knowing where your career is headed, mentorship, personal development, opportunities for trainings and certifications, ways to increase your value in the marketplace. Also being able to have variety and change to slow down some of the burnout that's very common in public service jobs. The occupational wellness pillar is one where we can really have a major impact, work collaboratively with our locals and their employers to ensure our members thrive.